Hello everyone, how you doing? And a warm welcome to Wi-Fi Sheep live here at the Centre for Computing History in Cambridge, England. I'm trying something a bit different today with a selfie stick, so if this doesn't work or looks terrible, I apologise in advance, but you know, I try my best. Anyway, let's take you into the main hall, if we can. And I'm hoping I can actually flip the camera around. If I can't, this will be very interesting. Let's take you through to the main hall and show you what's going on inside. There we are. So it's busying up. We've been open for, where are we? About an hour and 15 now. I hope you can hear me all right. I know we had problems when we tried this last year. So this is the Wi-Fi Sheep setup. So the two BBC Micros. This one is the one you've seen in the most recent video. We've been trying to get ready. This one, I've shot the video, obviously it's here today, but I've not got that sorted, or the video sorted. The machine's obviously working fine, and there's the setup pretty much as I said it would be. That's enough about me. Let's go and have a quick look what else we've got going on. So David Williams here again with things, I don't know what they are, which is a bit normal like last time. And let's go and talk to Adrian at Binary Dinosaurs. Lots of green phosphor going on here. By the way, if you're waiting for the other streams that should be live, I apologise if they have not gone live. Trying to set this all up last night, bit of a nightmare, but never mind, here we are. Again, I don't really want to bother too many people, especially if they're already talking to punters. Let's go around. So this is Loud Scots bloke, who's, what we got there? Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum. Right, quick question, we're live, quick question.
Yeah.
I noticed ZX Spectrum, black and white out. Is that because it's black and white monitor, or is there an issue?
It's a black and white TV, and
right.
That's purely because even though we had a colour computer in 1982, nobody had a colour TV unless you were in the living room.
True. Fair enough.
In our bedrooms, that's what our Spectrum looked like in 1982.
Fair enough. So, just quickly while I've got you, what else have you got here?
So I've got a few bits and bobs. All of the machines here celebrate their 40th birthday this year. And what's a little bit different with my stand this year is I'm looking at what we did in 1982, technology-wise, and how we're using that technology even now in the modern day. So this is not a real Commodore 64.
Oh, it's
right?
the
the Commodore 64.
We know all about those on the channel.
We know all about those. So that's just to show that we're still using it. We've also got a Minstrel 4th. So we've got a real Jupiter Ace and a Minstrel 4th, which is a modern incarnation of the Ace, with an SD card reader on there, of course.
Yeah.
And I've not brought it out yet, but I will also be bringing out my Spectrum next, so we can have a look at that compared to the original spare keys as well.
Yeah.
So we've also got some Sword M5s, which aren't really Sword M5. This is the UK variant, which is the CGL M5.
Yeah.
And then we have, quite rare, the SAML. This is the Sword M5 Pro. Now the Pro was a bit of a misnomer. They just added the word Pro on there so they could sell it to schools.
Oh.
It's no different. It's absolutely no different. It's exactly the same as the original one. It just came out a year later in a different colour scheme with a cost-reduced motherboard.
And yes, just in case anyone's wondering, yes, we are live at the moment. This is live, really happening.
Live. Hello there.
Hello, unless you're watching the repeats, but yeah.
Absolutely.
I was no Jupiter Ace.
Yes, Jupiter Ace with 16K RAM pack, which is almost as rare as the machine itself.
I'm going to say, yeah.
And so as we probably all know, that machine doesn't run BASIC, it runs 4th.
4th, yeah. A language I do not know and can't get my head around.
A lot of people don't know it. It's a very odd language, but a very fast, powerful language.
Yeah.
So we also have some stuff I've not set up yet, but I'm getting there. So we have the IECA EG2000 Color Genie. That name just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And she's quite a powerful, a bit of a flop machine, but quite a powerful beastie from 1982. Nice keyboard on it.
Yeah.
And I'll get her her up and running with some games going. We've also celebrating its 40th, the Sanyo PHC 25. Lovely looking machine. Slightly hampered technological wise, but
The keyboard's not terrible.
it's not terrible. The keyboard is not terrible, although if you want a terrible keyboard, if you just move one machine to the right here. So here we have the MPF2.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The Micro Professional MPF2. So this was sold as an Apple II compatible, but is far from it.
Right.
Yeah, she is not compatible with most Apple software, and she's not compatible with most Apple hardware. So not really compatible, but a very nice,
Strange form factor.
A very nice footprint. Yeah, very odd.
Yeah.
And slightly annoying DB9 power socket.
Oh.
Not
Okay. Yeah.
Not a joystick. And then we have the monster that is the Sharp MZ700. So quite a nice machine. I like her because you're not hampered by such things as sprites. Who needs sprites?
Well, the Beeb didn't have sprites, so yeah.
But this has character-based UDGs. That's it.
Right. Okay.
So there's no bitmap graphics mode. She weighs about the same as a Volkswagen. But a lovely machine. A lot of the Sharps are celebrating their 40th birthday this year, and Tony's got a few of the other models there. So I will get her up and running. It's got a lovely display on it. I think I brought too many machines though. That's my problem.
Well, I'm worried I haven't bought enough. So.
Bring them over here.
Yeah. So, what do you think for you? What's the motivation that makes you collect these machines and bring them out on public show like this?
So my collection. So I've got about 150 machines in my collection. I've got quite a large collection. But the thing for me is I love the oddballs and the machines that really tried but never really made it. So I love, for example, the Mattel Aquarius. I love the Comex 35. I love all these little machines that nobody's ever heard of. And the thing for me is looking at all the different vendors of the time and looking at what their visions of the future was. So I love that Sinclair thought that this was going to be the future. Commodore thought this was going to be the future. Amstrad, this was the future. Tandy, etc. And it's the differences between them all that I love. And coming to places like this, you meet like-minded individuals, but try and still have a goal of at least get some people to come to my stand and say, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? I've never heard of it. And you sometimes get that with such machines like this. It's more difficult when I've limited the machines here to just 1982. So these are all 40. But for the bigger ones in October, for example, you get a bit of a mix and match, then I do bring some very rare and odd machines. And I love that. And it's the interaction between the members of the public and fellow collectors that gets me hyped up and passionate about it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it's good that we get to see what other people are doing with marks that they particularly like or a genre that they're in tune with. And when you have a festival like this where it's a 40th anniversary, yes, you might see some duplicates because a lot of machines came out in 1982. But if you look at what people are showing, you'll see that they're all very different, which is great. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, thanks so much. While we're live, do you want to plug any YouTube or Twitter or anything for yourself?
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm the Loud Scots Bloke. Most people just know me as Roy here, but Loud Scots Bloke. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll see all the weird and wonderful things I get up to whilst I'm restoring and repairing these machines and bringing them all back to life.
Roy, thanks so much for your time. Cheers now.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Right, let's go, and I want to go and see if I can find Tony. There he is. This is Tony Jewell, who's the event organiser and coordinator, and he's known as is it Herbie Dragons or Verby Dragons? I forget now. But we have here a black Dragon. I want to say 64. I'm not sure.
There's a bunch of things you can do to cheat, so that looks like it's actually.
Of course, he's talking to someone, so I don't really want to butt in. But we've got this dual monitor setup going on this Dragon. And you can see here we've got Spectrum, Auric, laser down the bottom. So lots of cool stuff. We will be live a bit later on. By the way, if you're a bit confused about why the title says, it may say Retro Festival 2021, I've not set the preset up correctly. I can assure you this is currently now May 2022, and we are live. Let's see if we can have a quick chat with John. John, we're live. How are you doing? I'm all right. So it's not blown up yet. You're telling me before we set up and open that you were worried about something going pop.
One of them is going to go pop.
Yeah.
I keep smelling already burn capacitors. I think it's in my head, but I'm already smelling it.
Which one is it you're thinking is?
It's going to be the X1 over here, the twin,
Okay.
or the 68 because both of these have been a bit quick recently.
Yeah. So just tell us just briefly a little bit about what are these all Japanese or
Not all of
no?
them, no. The middle one here is a French computer.
Okay, yeah.
This is a bit of a cheat, this one, to be honest, because the T07 is a 1982 computer, but the 70 is a late revision, but
Yeah.
it's the best
We'll let you off. I won't tell anyone if you won't. Yeah.
But this is sort of a French computer, the Thomson company. Thomson were quite a big manufacturer in France. A lot of their computers were very, very popular until eventually they were basically usurped by the Amstrad CPC because Amstrad became massively popular. This is kind of a side cousin, the industrial side cousin of the MO5, Micro Ordinator 5, which is kind of France's BBC Micro, and it was made for an education program.
Yes.
And similar to BBC Micro. So French. The other two that I've got running are
We're a little short for time, so this one here.
So this one is the one that isn't allowed in this competition, but it's the first Japanese kind of homegrown all-in-one computer. Before then, they were either importing machines or they were kit computers. So this is the first kind of all-in-one computer. This is the one that's 1982. It's
Later version.
I think you've got you diagnosing this thing.
Brilliant. If we want to find out a bit more about you, where can we find you on social media?
nowhere really anymore.
Nowhere.
Stop doing
You're on.
this. But I'm mostly on Mastodon at the moment, so
You're still on Twitter though, haven't you?
I've got a Twitter account there. But
It's on your name. Badge. There we
I
go.
will eventually answer you.
Yeah. All right, John. Thanks so much for that. Cheers. And then just here we've got Pixel Addict and Amiga Addict magazines, which you'll know we've covered and talked about a little bit on the channel. I'm just thrilled I'm not sort of shoved in the corner actually, which is what normally happens. So it's actually nice to be exhibiting in the main hall.
Yeah, because that's what I'm holding out for.
So we're here all today in Cambridge, England. So the 21st, 22nd of May, 2022. If you want to make it down, plenty of space, plenty of tickets available as well. Lots of stuff to see. We will be live again. I think it's around 2 o'clock BST, British Summer Time today. So I'll try and pick up people I've missed or lost before. There we are. So yeah, that worked out okay. If you haven't done so already, please do consider liking and subscribing. We'll be back live this afternoon. Until then, thanks for your company. Hope to see you here. Bye for now.